interesting because it is something that I think is definitely strong, but it's not without counter picks. And if Summit wants to go for that, they can. Otherwise, they can opt into something a bit more passive, and this would still create like some uncertainty as to what goes well, though I'd imagine this would be the set coming in for effort. Don't necessarily think that matchup into Camille was the most amazing. This I would quite like, but you do need to pay a lot of attention to the top side, right? Because this is the bare bones foundation of a nice poke composition with good disengage with the Gragas, right? A lot of pick potential. But it's also something that post 6, if Gideon visits top side and you have Hextech Ultimatum, that's going to be a rough one.
Well, we'll see how often Krakow is going to be leaving the top lane. I feel like that's really the emphasis should be on the leaving, because he might just set up a tent up there and say, you know, let me make sure that they're okay. We talked about this in the beginning. You know, this is a couple of teams with strong upper bodies, we joked. That's kind of what we got on the sheets, and it's not wrong, right? Because the bottom side of the map is generally underperforming for both of these teams, so...
And that is the crux of this matchup, right? So kind of the direction that we expected. And if Liv Sandbox can find the aggression that they found against Gen G, KT can just blow you up as soon as they get on top of you. So this is the type of plays we need to see.
All right, here we go. Doran has no idea, and that's going to be the body slam. He used the Hextech Ultimatum and actually tries to flash as the hook shot is denied. But do they have the damage? Yes, they do. As the Jace is going to get that last auto and pick up the first blood in the top lane onto Doran, actually sitting in the brush. So they get the flash into UCal, but KT is starting up this Rift Herald, and Summit with teleport available looks like he wants to use it right in the front lines. Liv Sandbox not just going to give this objective away for free, but you can see that the Lilia passive getting in there. Zeus has to flash away, and a lot of poke damage is coming out from Liv Sandbox. KT just running with their tail between their legs, not even going to stick around for the smite.
Capitalization that we were looking for, as they are not going to go for first blood. Here comes the sleep.
Yeah, the sleep comes in, but I don't know if they have the damage. They're going to try for it, and immediately Doran just gets blown up, and an electrocute proc just kills the Lilia as well. That was really forced, and Liv Sandbox just laugh at them, take the double kill, and they're going to take the turret too.
I can hear the confusion in your voice, Valdez, and it just looks like they're playing really frustrated. They don't really know what to do. They don't really know how to play their outs. You have a composition where you can just play it slow as Hybrid goes in.
We're going to try to get in there. Hybrid takes a lot of damage, but not as much as they're giving, as the Tristana will hop on over and pick up the kill. So this time around, Gideon does set up the nice gank, and Liv Sandbox are not able to respond in time.
And KT, while we're talking about what they're doing wrong, they also find the weak spot of Liv Sandbox. It has been this bot side rather, that historically has not performed super well. In this instance, two of your strongest members, where all the gold is focused on your team, are pushing on top side on their clump top. Teleport comes in.
Effort in a wonky spot here. We even have the Predator coming in from Gideon. Effort looking to flash the wall. He's going to get slept. The cast comes in, but man, you've got two other people that are jumping on you, so not actually going to amount to much. Does Gideon find, or rather KT find another pick here? And now they're looking for some more. If they can get some of the takedowns here, the shutdowns onto these two would be pretty massive. The flash comes in from UCal. They're going to shut down Summit, and they will absolutely get the Sniddly on top of it. As the Azir, UCal is going to pick up the shutdown. So that is a pretty nice turnaround now for KT.
In a straight up 5v5, it might be rough for you right now. You still have an item lead. You have strong poke champions. You need to do something.
Oh, they find Hybrid here. Not the first time that they've done that. He's just on vision trying to clear a ward, and a max range scatter the weak gets him in a lot of trouble. Prince
setting up complete control of this bot side jungle, which I love, because in 45 seconds Drake is coming up.
What is going on here?
No!
Yeah, not really much to say about that one. That was just a straight up mistake. You can't face check your own jungle when you have no vision in it and you're behind. Yeah, definitely a big yikes at this point in time. KT's still going to stick around and try to challenge this one, as the Baron will go down. And it's 4v5, so KT don't really have a chance to get in here. Now, they could take the Mountain Drake.
Rush it. We see the pings coming down. I would have much rather seen them pick it up there. I think that Drake is really important. in the long run. Zeus goes in.
Now we're going to try to force it here. Nice engage from Zeus, but do they have the damage is the question. Doesn't quite look like it. Hybrid's totally zoned out here on the bottom side, as is UCal. They're just going to have to dash away. The flash comes in from Summit, looking to pick off the stragglers here. But now with Baron, and KT not picking up that pretty much free Mountain Drake, they're really in a desperate situation here.
And remember how important this match is. Liv Sandbox, they're looking to keeping their playoff dreams alive, whereas for KT, these are not the type of matches you can afford to lose. They're pushing for the win here, Valdez.
Yeah, and with the Baron buff, you know, maybe possible. They're going to stick around. Nice ultimate does come out, though, from UCal into the stopwatch. He's desperately trying to keep this game alive. And now Hybrid is pretty angry, as he probably should be here. We have the teleport coming in from UCal. He's going to look to try to pick up Fate. Spots him here. And now it looks to be a bit of a one-on-one. He's got some teammates coming in. The stun is going to come in, and Fate is going to solo kill him and get the back off with the Baron empowered back. And that is just insult to injury right now.
There was a blind scatter.
Yeah. He's just that good.
They still have Baron now because of that.
Well, you can see the poke comp getting to work now. 2 seconds on Baron, so it's about to go down.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, it did its job, right? It was enough time. 2 seconds was just enough, as they're going to take down another inhibitor here. Only one Nexus turret remains, and Liv Sandbox, they want out of this game. They're not playing it safe. They're just going to blow up the Rel, who is just barely going to get away with a crash down out. UCal on the Azir has some pretty incredible wave clear, so they do have that. But still, the poke will come in. They're going to take down Doran. Effort is going to be popped by the Tristana on his way out. As here we go, Vantage Veil popped here. More Zung is coming on in as UCal trying to stand up to everybody. He's not going to be able to, as Prince at this point, maybe just a little bit too fed. There's 29 minutes in with the Infernal Drake. This Kai'Sa will get the job done. And it looks like that's going to do it for game number 1. Kind of back and forth and kind of all over the place in this one. 29 minutes. And see if that offers us some more clues.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see play through the top side of the map. That has definitely worked out. Summit's done it absolutely disgusting here. But I feel like it's not just Summit, right? Like, it's also because Croco paid so much attention to topside. And again, want to break a lance for Fate here, because he has also been super oppressive in that mid lane. And I think he played the most clean game, if that makes sense. I think Summit and Croco were like, they were high feet, but they also had some questionable moments. And Fate looking good from start to finish. Liv Sandbox looking good here in this first game. No matter what. And say what you want about Croco's Olaf, but it is an early game menace, right? Like, it doesn't scale well. He doesn't really have any enablers. All in all, I don't think the strength of Olaf is really at the point where you want to prioritize him. So not the biggest fan of that, but you do have hard engage available, right? And it does give you early game power. It does give you the priority and the dueling potential. And if Liv Sandbox wins this game, it's through stomping the early game, no matter what. And in that context, the Olaf makes sense. Obviously, still not super stoked about it.
Yeah. Well, we see the rounding out here of KT's composition as well, right? The Azir last pick, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
He's not going to play Sion. He's not going to play Set. He's going to play Azir. That's just the player that UCal is.
But neither of those two champions are really that great when playing from behind, right? Tristana in particular, so it's still going to be an early game decided matchup. And if last game showed us anything, is that KT roster cannot defend when they are the ones on the defensive. So it's level 2.
He's level 2.
He's like, we're getting the double crab, boys. Like, this is happening. He does take a spear to the face, though.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you have the Olaf. If you can support him here, it's going to work out nicely. But take a look at the poke damage they're already getting here. The problem is, there is no support right now. Zeus is behind on the side of KT, so the smite not going to come in, but it is going to be taken by Croco anyway. The stun onto Doran, but now they're looking to turn it around. Level 3 on effort now, but is it enough to actually try to survive? No, it will be not, as Gideon will land that spear. through a couple of members and pick up that first blood.
In these early fights, this is what as Nidalee you really shine, because you do have more skills available than your opponents, right? Like,
trying to get on top of Gideon now. He doesn't have a splash, remember. As the auto will come in, the heal, will it be enough? No, the undertow will land, and we will have a dead kitty cat in the mid lane as Yukal has to get out of there. Krako a little bit low on mana, but he's still chasing Yukal out of the lane, trying to help out his own mid lane.
Listen, that one's on me. I gave Gideon credit, and then it goes awry.
Flash underneath the turret, and that's just going to be a straight up solo kill. Doran is pissed.
The gold is going to further augment the Jace. I don't know what. Is it just, Gideon just gets hit by a scatter the weak point blank, just as I was singing praises to him. And the reason, as I was saying it before, Gideon rudely interrupted me by getting, again, point blank scatter the weaks. Like, it doesn't really get easier than that. Is that the early power of this Jace and Nidalee is so strong because they have so much more skills available. And here we see Summit, or Doran rather, like, as clean as he can possibly get, right? Like, Summit, you've already flashed away. Doran knows that. Standing in top of this wave is no problem whatsoever. And I feel now Doran is just getting more and more fat. And we saw last game what this can lead to. In that context, the Gideon pick was really important. Might get a kill here as well.
Yeah, take a look at this. They are not happy with Doran bullying their top laner, and they are going to 3v1 him. He doesn't have Narbar, he doesn't have Flash either. He just has the one hop, able to hop on the head of Krako and get out of there. As now looking to turn this around, Zeus, no Flash, no escape. He's just going to get towed down here by the side of Krako. No escape for you. This is this early game power we're seeing out of the Olaf as in goes Doran for some reason. He's just going to die. That's a double stun coming out from Fate. As now it's just going to be absolute disaster here for KT. Summit even looking to survive underneath the turret as Krako will survive, and so will efforts as a huge turnaround comes in from Liv Sandbox.
Liv Sandbox early game, when you give them an opening, is just insane, right? KT go in really deep there, but the moment that Summit hops away, you need to abandon their play. They're stuck underneath a turret. Zeus isn't level 6, doesn't have the Magnus Storm. They don't really have anything available.
Oh, Hybrid. He's going in for this one. Oh, he's got Rel nearby, and that might just be enough, but the last auto nearly able to take him down is Prince as the Ignite is ticking, and it will take him out.
But this is the problem that we highlighted in Champ Select, right? Like, KT, in game number 1, they went for a slower comp. They didn't win the early game. In game number 2, they go for a comp with the early game power, but the execution just isn't there, right? Like, they try to overforce between two turrets. They get punished incredibly hard. And now the Rift Herald is picked up. Plates are still available. Liv Sandbox in this early game are just looking like a dominant force.
They're really trying to force the issue up here in the top side with that Rift Herald. But with 3 members of KT around, perhaps Liv Sandbox will back away. They're going to clear out all the vision for now.
Does it so well.
And now Summit with an R-bar here. He's looking for more, and actually he's got Krako nearby too. Doran will have to flash away. Over the top comes Summit, and now with the flash in himself, he's going to be able to take down the Jace once again. Now on a killing spree is the Gnar after getting solo killed under his own turret.
Start of the day, you know, it's looking like a top side. Like, who's going to get the advantage there? But what Liv Sandbox has learned, which is something that they just didn't do well early in the split, is not just get the lead on top side, but actually snowball it, right? Like, actually get the rest of the map ahead as well. And KT, yet again, continue the trend of just looking kind of clueless as a whole.
All right, what's going on here? Yukal going to get caught up and pulled in. The Emperor's Divide not able to help him out. As once again, we're face-checking brushes that they don't have vision in. Let's bring
I mean, that was
old Mordekaiser back.
Old Mountain, right? Like, you got extra damage on objective.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. We're diving the turret here. Doran is in a bit of trouble, but this might have been a little bit of an overstepping, actually. So Krako is now going to be the one that is in trouble. Gideon's on the chase. Nothing of it. Just throws out the Unleashed Power and backs away. As Summit, okay, he's got Strikebreaker.
Oh, no way.
Not in the shop. Gideon is going to miss another spear. It's now being kited out, but the Boomerang also going to miss here. The flash comes in, and Gideon now is going to land that spear. Gets the job done eventually.
And we see it's not the biggest, but the fact that this gold lead was able to swing in of itself is already kind of alright. As KT, they do have a lot of power. Don't forget, this is a negligible gold lead, and the poke should come through from them here.
Scout of the week not going to hit as the stun comes in from Effort, denies the combo from UCal, but they're still pushing through here. RKT maybe going a little bit too far around this time, and man, Effort, he's really showing up here in the second game now. In goes Prince, looking for the last bits of KT's composition. He's going to find the bird, as now we're looking for the Yordle here. Down will go Tristana, and that is going to be an 18.5-minute ace from Live Sandbox.
That's a clean ace!
And as you mentioned, I mean, you know, they've hit their power spike in the rounds, in the round robins, and also here in this game.
It makes so much sense, right? Because like it's still not 100% clean. There's still some mistakes left and right, but they go in and they go in hard.
Void Staff, as now we're just looking to bully Doran a little bit. And Doran should know that this is coming now with the aggressive play from Summit. Going to be a miss on the Void Seeker, but the damage should be enough as he gets Gale Forced to death. It still Lives Sandbox, very far ahead in this game, over 6,000 gold, and now they're on Infernal Drake's Soul point. So you're just piling on your lead at this point. The only thing they haven't taken early on in this game is the Baron. They've taken lives, they've taken all the Drakes.
We talk about his casters a lot, but it is also true. It's like, you just need to go for the Hail Mary play, right? Like, because if you don't try and go for a crazy Baron steal here, which it looks like Gideon is doing, so that's good at least, although I'm sure Summer's not going to allow that. What else are you going to do?
Summit's trying to zone away a lot of members here. At least he is going to move away from that spear, and now Gideon has to stopwatch early, but here comes the train. As the ball does land in from Fate, that's going to be the Baron and an extra kill onto the KT jungler. Very simply scooped up by Live Sandbox.
Super well throughout this series.
Yeah,
it looked
really
funny
has.
at times, but...
Oh, Doran.
Yeah, I don't...
Once again. You can feel it. You can feel the tilt coming in from the side of KT. I mean, I don't blame them. If I were in this game as well, I would feel the same way. And it's not a good feeling, of course. We're looking at another 2-0 for Live Sandbox. Really turning things on here at the end of the split, as now they're just going to go ahead and dive on in. Hybrid somehow survives through the Encathia Rain there. Krako actually very tanky at this point in time, but the burn will come in from the challenging smite and be enough to take him down, as Inhibitor kind of inevitably does get taken out here by Live Sandbox. So, you know, UCal I think has to be the one to make the bonkers play.
Just take the Drake. Don't dive. Thank you. Thank you, Live Sandbox. I thought they were going to do it, Valdez. I thought they were going to like, let's go. We got this.
Yeah, against Azir. Don't really advise that. They're still kind of sticking around here, just waiting for the Drake to spawn. And there it goes. Effort and Summit on zoning duty here. Is anybody going to get in the pit and try to steal this away? The answer is going to be no, as the cast moves Zeus in, and down he will go. The damage looking to be a little bit too much. Doran just immediately gets popped. Didn't even see where he went there. UCal kind of looking sad as he gives it his old college try as well. It's down he'll go. That's going to be another kill. And now they're just running a hybrid. Looks like he might be able to get away here, but the rest of his team can't say the same about them. Actually, no, he's going to die too. Okay, there it is. Another clean ace comes out from the side of Live Sandbox, and that's going to be the clean 2-0 from them tonight.
And Live Sandbox show yet again their development throughout this split, right? It is a team that, honestly, at the beginning and in the midst of this split, just look kind of clueless. I don't know stringing it together to actually get to playoffs, but we keep going on about it because it's not a Hail Mary kind of thing, right? Like, it's legitimately, with how close these bottom couple of teams are, legitimately a really contentious battle for that 6th spot. And if I'm seeing this Live Sandbox, I don't know, man. They could do it.